Have you ever wondered about the bizarre moment in Twilight when Emmett walks into the cafeteria carrying a giant bag of hard-boiled eggs? If you're scratching your head, you're not alone. Just kind of as seen for years as the actual is a problem where the mysteries can finally be inside. Before we dive into the egg mystery, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's crack open this strange Twilight moment. Now, for those who haven't seen Twilight or haven't spent much time online, the image of Emmett holding a large bag of eggs might seem pretty odd, but for fans of the series, this moment has sparked endless theories. It happens during the first movie when Bella meets Edward. And as she takes in the scene at lunch, she notices Emmett, one of the vampire students, walking in with a bag filled to the brim with hard-boiled eggs. For years, fans speculated about what those eggs meant. Was Emmett simply a fan of protein? Did he need all those eggs to keep his vampire strength up? The confusion only grew over time as vampires in Twilight don't eat human food. So why the eggs? Well, thanks to Kellan Lutz, who played Emmett, we now have an answer, which is, well, that's the danger of the books. At GalaxyCon, Lutz finally revealed the truth. Emmett was carrying the eggs for a paintball game. Yep, you heard that right. It turns out Emmett, the sports-loving vampire, was preparing for some intense action in a paintball match, and those eggs were his ammunition. It might sound a little anticlimactic, but it definitely clears up the mystery. Still, that doesn't make it any less funny to watch. But there's more odd damn Mado, and Lutz explained that the Cullens weren't actually eating lunch. Vampires don't eat regular food, after all. Instead, they were just trying to fit in with their human classmates. Carrying bag of eggs might seem a little strange, but for Emmett, it made him look like a typical jock. And that was the goal. The Cullens wanted to blend in, even if it meant a few oddities along the way. When you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense in it. But there's something about seeing Emmett walk in with that huge bag of eggs that still leaves us laughing. After all, why were there so many eggs? Emmett wasn't even eating them, you know? He just carried the bag around like it was no big deal. And when the Cullens all sat down to lunch, not a single one of them touched their food, leaving us wondering what was Emmett even doing with all those eggs? Now that we know the truth, we can't help but think, were those eggs stored in Emmett's locker all day? Imagine the smell wafting through the halls. Maybe that's why he wasn't eating them in the first place. Who knows? It's funny to think about how something as simple as a bag of eggs became one of the most talked about moments in Twilight lore. Even after the mystery's been solved, it's still one of those quirky, unforgettable scenes that will always make us smile. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.